Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Scorpion Cigar Reviews. Today I will be reviewing a Fonseca. Now I've already removed it from the cedar sleeve, and then I decided to go and do the review, and I didn't want to keep sliding it on and off the cigar because I've already managed to damage the outer wrapper a little bit. I don't think it's enough to hinder the smokability, but anyway, it came wrapped in a little cedar sleeve with the shoulder band and foot band both attached directly to the cedar sleeve. So that was nice. I don't have to worry about any excess glue pulling off any of the cigar's outer wrapper leaf. This is a Maduro colored cigar. Now, I picked this up from JR Cigars over the holidays, and I'm on their site and I'm trying to find out some information about the cigar, but I'm not sure I have all the information correct because this came in a 5-pack, but not all the cigars were exactly the same. They were varied lengths, and some had this cedar sleeve and some did not, but there weren't any other designating documentation or what have you to tell me, what was what. So I'm on their website, and they don't show this being in a 5-pack, and certainly not of varied sizes. But the Fonseca that they do show, they're showing a natural wrapper and a Maduro wrapper. I have smoked one of these already, and it was much lighter in color, so I'm assuming it was the natural wrapper, and this being the Maduro wrapper. These are made in the Dominican Republic. They have a Connecticut broadleaf, Connecticut shade wrapper. The binder comes from Mexico. The filler is Dominican Republic. They list this as being a mild to medium strength cigar, and the one with the natural wrapper that I smoked before, I would say that was definitely more towards the mild side. So I'm hoping I'll get a little more strength out of this. It has a very firm pack, very firm. It's hard like a piece of wood. Really, almost no give. There's a couple spots where maybe it got a slight bit of give to it, but not really much anything. It's very toothy. I can see the tooth on it, and it's very rough feeling. Visible seams, minor veins, nothing to write home about or whatever. Looks like it has a triple cap, perhaps. Got a good weight to it, which really doesn't surprise me considering how firm the pack is. Not getting anything off the wrapper. The foot, there it is. Some leather, a little bit of cedar, real mild on the cedar, a little bit of bread dough. That's really about it. Not much as far as spice or that kind of thing. I'm not even getting the usual tickle in the nose after I've snorted up whatever's inside the foot there. So, yeah, nothing spicy to write home about. I see a few bumps in there, but nothing major. And the construction seems just fine. I think I see 3 caps on there. I think that's a triple cap. Alright. Using my trusty Xikar with my Scorpio logo on it. As I mentioned, I don't know a whole lot about this cigar. I did measure it at 5 5/8 inches. And it's probably a 50 ring. Not sure. Something like that. snug draw. You see I cut off plenty. I was afraid I was cutting off too much. Yeah, right as I was starting to dig in with the cut, I thought, oh, it's going to be too much. But boy, I tell you, that draw is snug and is very firmly packed. Getting some leather on the pre-draw. There's my clock. Not a whole lot going on. There's maybe some real mild kitchen spices, but nothing definitive. Alright, so I'll get this toasted up and see what we have. I'll be back. Using an Alec Bradley table lighter. Alright. Right off the bat, really mild. Usually the initial lighting will give you, even in a mild to medium-bodied cigar, the initial lighting will give you a blast of pepper and some extra strength that doesn't always carry on through the rest of the cigar. This is really mild. I'm hoping the draw will open up a little bit because there's really no room to remove any more of the cap. Real mild pepper, real mild, barely even noticeable. A little bit of a sour note there. Not a whole lot going on just yet. So I'll come back somewhere in the first third and see what happens from there. I'll be back. I'm pairing today's cigar with Samuel Adams Juniper IPA. It's a special release we do around the holidays. I find that I drink this beer often with cigars, as I feel that it's a good blend, a good kind of middle of the road. It never overpowers even a mild cigar, and yet it's not underpowered by a full-bodied cigar. So seems to go well with just about everything that I smoke. So and I enjoy it. It's a very nice beer. It's refreshing. We're just about 30 minutes in. I've actually tapped the ash off once. There's about a good inch chunk in the ashtray. It had developed a crack and I didn't want it falling off, so I tapped it off, and glad I did. Probably go and tap this off again shortly. The draw is still pretty snug. The pepper note is ramping up just a little bit, right about where I would like it. I don't like an overly peppery cigar. A lot of these powerhouses have. I like a lot of flavor, but more than just pepper. Pepper seems to be the bulk of the flavor that's coming through, but it's coming through in a very pleasant way. So yeah, this is a pleasant cigar right now. Just I wish it had some more flavor. It's one-dimensional, but we'll see what happens. pretty mild still, so. Okay, I'll come back somewhere in the second third. Here we are, just about an hour in. I've tapped the ash off several times. I'm going to do it again. They're coming off in about 1-inch chunks. End of the second third, just approaching the final third here. Still a really tight draw. Have to deduct some points for that. All in all, a pleasant cigar. Mild, medium, just as they advertise it to be. A little bit of soft pepper on there. It's ramping up a little bit as the cigar progresses. It's getting progressively more peppery, but at the rate it's going, I don't foresee it being so over peppery that you really couldn't stand it. It's just really pretty mild yet. So pleasant cigar, still one-dimensional. Not getting a whole lot from it, pretty much just the pepper. So I'll come back somewhere in the final third and see if there are any changes. So here we are, about an hour and 20 minutes in. One-dimensional. Nothing has changed with this from just after the initial lighting, early in the first third. That little ramp up in the mild pepper note. Been a mild to medium body cigar the whole way through. Go ahead and tap off that ash. There we go. Plenty of smoke output, snug draw, mild white pepper. That's about it. No issues with the burn. Remain pretty even the whole way through. Haven't had to touch it up at all. Haven't had to relight it at all. No signs that it was trying to go out. So I've been real happy with that. Just wish it had some more flavor. So there you have it. The Fonseca Maduro wrapper. 5 5/8 by probably a 50 ring gauge. That's all there is to it. Thank you for once again watching Scorpion Cigar Reviews. Catch you next time.